Now I am trying to explain to you all diagrammatically the formation of trochanteric and cruciate anastomosis. Okay, so it will be a bit easy. First audio followed by this video. Formation of trochanteric and cruciate anastomosis. So previous classes I have told you all that descending thoracic aorta continues as descending abdominal aorta, and when it reaches the level of fourth thoracic vertebrae, it bifurcates into its two terminal branches, that is right and left common iliac artery. And when this right and left common iliac artery reaches its respective sites, sacroiliac joints, it again bifurcates into or divides into external iliac and internal iliac arteries. And when this external iliac artery, the respective sides, reaches the inguinal ligament, this is inguinal ligament, it continues downwards as femoral artery. And I have already explained that femoral artery gives 6 branches in femoral triangle. 3 सुपरफिशियल होती हैं और 3 डीप. उन डीप में से जो सबसे लार्जेस्ट ब्रांच है इसकी वो है प्रोफंडा फिमोरिस. ओके, ये है प्रोफंडा फिमोरिस. एंड ये फिमोरल आर्टरी कंटिन्यू करती है टिल हाइटस मैग्नस एंड ओपनिंग इन एडक्टर मैग्नस मसल. यहाँ से फिर नीचे कंटिन्यू कर जाती है एज पॉप्लिटियल आर्टरी. तो अब देखो आप, माई मेन पर्पस इज टू एक्सप्लेन टू यू ऑल द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ ट्रोकैंट्रिक एंड क्रूशिएट एनास्टोमोसिस. तो मैं पहले ही बता चुका हूँ आपको कि इट्स ट्रोकैंट्रिक एनास्टोमोसिस इज फॉर्म्ड बाय द पार्टिसिपेशन ऑफ ब्रांचेस फ्रॉम 4 आर्टरीज. सो हियर यू सी दिस इज इंटरनल iliac artery. This internal iliac artery in turn divides into anterior and posterior divisions. Posterior division gives superior gluteal artery, and the inferior division gives the posterior division gives superior iliac artery, superior gluteal artery, and the anterior division gives inferior gluteal artery. So I don't want to confuse you all. So I just say कि internal iliac artery gives 2 branches. One is superior gluteal artery, other one is inferior gluteal artery. Now see profunda femoris artery. Profunda femoris artery gives one lateral circumflex femoral artery, then one medial circumflex femoral artery, then it gives 3 perforating arteries and ends its 4th perforating artery. Now you see trochanteric anastomosis. So one branch from, this is superior gluteal artery and this is inferior gluteal artery. So a branch from superior gluteal artery, anastomosis with a branch from inferior gluteal artery. Okay, and now one ascending branch from this is lateral circumflex femoral artery, and this one is representing medial circumflex femoral artery. So one ascending branch from lateral circumflex femoral artery and one ascending branch from medial circumflex femoral artery, and here these 4 branches from 4 different arteries. One descending branch from superior gluteal artery, one branch from inferior gluteal artery, and then one ascending branch from lateral circumflex femoral artery and one ascending branch from medial circumflex femoral artery. So this one is trochanteric anastomosis. Okay, now come to cruciate anastomosis. Cruciate I have told you all कि ये cruciform के form में रहता है in the form of a cross. So आपको मैं थोड़ा सा I would like to explain कि medial circumflex femoral artery ends by dividing into 2 terminal branches. One is ascending and another one is transverse. Whereas the lateral circumflex femoral artery ends by dividing into three terminal branches. One is ascending, one is transverse, and other one is descending. Okay. So now the transverse branch of medial circumflex femoral artery anastomoses with the transverse branch of medial circumflex femoral artery. Then one descending branch from inferior gluteal artery anastomoses with one ascending branch from first perforating artery. This is first perforating artery. Okay. So this cruciate anastomosis in the form of a cross, first through the transverse branch from medial circumflex femoral artery and a transverse branch from lateral circumflex femoral artery. Then one descending branch from inferior gluteal artery and one ascending branch from first perforating artery, which is a branch of profunda femoris artery. You don't speak. Okay. So this is cruciate anastomosis. Now you see, now this first perforating artery has given one ascending branch, same way a descending branch from first perforating artery and an ascending branch from second perforating artery anastomose with each other. Similarly, one descending branch from second perforating artery and one ascending branch from third perforating artery anastomose with each other. Then one descending branch from third and one from fourth anastomose. Then similarly, this is popliteal artery. Upper muscular branches from popliteal artery go upwards and anastomose with the descending branch of, this is fourth perforating artery. Stand static. So this anastomosis is called as longitudinal anastomosis. This is longitudinal anastomosis. So the uppermost anastomosis at the back of thigh is trochanteric anastomosis, followed by cruciate anastomosis, followed by longitudinal anastomosis. So once again, trochanteric anastomosis, 4 branches from 4 different arteries, one descending branch from superior gluteal artery and one branch from inferior gluteal artery anastomose with one descending branch from medial circumflex femoral and one ascending branch from lateral circumflex femoral. And now similarly, cruciate anastomosis is formed again by 4 branches from 4 different arteries, one descending branch from inferior gluteal artery anastomoses with the ascending branch from first perforating artery. Okay, a branch of profunda, this is profunda femoris artery, yes. And now the 2 transverse branches from medial circumflex and lateral circumflex femoral arteries. And now these perforating artery anastomose with each other, and the 4th perforating artery is descending branch anastomose with this is popliteal artery, the upper muscular branches of the popliteal artery. So this anastomosis is called longitudinal, this is cruciate, this is trochanteric. So this is all about the anastomosis at the back of thigh. Okay, thank you.